Sister Wives Cody and Robin reveal truth how they really met. What did Sister Wives stars Cody and Robin Brown think when they met each other for the first time? During season 1, Cody introduced her as his girlfriend. He proposed and they married shortly after. By the time Robin made her debut on screen, she and Cody were already pretty serious. In next week's new episode, the Sister Wives stars will shine a light on the day they met. Sister Wives stars Cody and Robin first locked eyes at church. In a teaser for Sunday night's new episode, people shared a clip of Cody and Robin discussing church over dinner. In last week's episode, Brianna and Aurora asked Robin for permission to attend church. Now, she wants to run the idea by Cody. Cody seems intrigued by the idea of attending church, although he does have a few reservations. He insists that men at church always want to steal Robin. In fact, that's where Cody and Robin saw each other for the first time. During dinner, Cody recalls how he saw Robin at church and locked eyes with her. "The first time I saw you in our church, we made that gaze, that connection," he reminds a giggling Robin. "No, I made that gaze," Robin tells him. "Oh, no, I looked longer. By the time you looked away, I actually said that was probably inappropriate. She is most likely married," Cody replies. Cody thinks God is responsible for their meeting. When Cody Brown met Robin, he already had 3 wives and 12 children at home. As Sister Wives fans recall, Christine was heavily pregnant with Truly when Cody and Robin started courting. But from the minute he saw Robin, he really only had eyes for her. "The first time I saw Robin, the first time I ever laid eyes on her, I was leaning over the back of a chair, talking to a neighbor behind me, and we locked eyes and I couldn't break away." Cody shares in a confessional, fondly remembering the first time he saw his wife. Back at dinner, Cody asks Robin to share her memory of that day. They flirt and Cody tells her that he likes to think of God as his own personal wingman. "I was sitting there with my cousin. I was looking around. I looked at you for a while, and the thing that caught my eye as far as seeing you was your laugh lines, because I love laugh lines. And then you looked at me and a bolt of lightning shot for my body," Robin recalls. In a confessional, she adds that she formally met Cody and Mary at her cousin's house a month later. The confessional couch was set, cameras rolling, and Cody Brown leaned forward, his signature blonde mane framing his face. Beside him, Robin sat with a composed smile, her hands resting gently on her lap. For years, the story of how they met had been a cornerstone of their narrative, a tale polished for the cameras and shared with the world. But tonight, for reasons only they understood, they were ready to unveil a version of events no one had ever heard before. "People think they know everything about us," Cody began, his voice steady but carrying a hint of mischief. "But there's always been more to the story." Robin glanced at him, her expression equal parts amusement and nervousness. "It's time we let people in on the truth," she added. The audience had been told they met through church connections, with Mary acting as a bridge. And while that wasn't entirely false, it was far from the whole truth. It was the summer of 2009, and Cody was restless. His 3 marriages were well established, but the spark that had once defined his plural lifestyle seemed to be dimming. On a whim, and against his better judgment, he joined a fledgling social media platform designed for members of their faith. It was there, amidst countless profiles of families sharing scriptures and snapshots of their large broods, that he first saw her. Robin's profile picture wasn't a typical family portrait. Instead, it was a candid shot of her laughing with her kids at a park. There was something disarming about her authenticity. Her bio was short and sweet. "Just a mom trying to keep up with 3 wild kids and chasing joy wherever I can find it." Cody was intrigued. He sent her a message, something simple about a shared sermon he'd noticed on her feed. To his surprise, she replied within the hour. "You're braver than most men," her message read. "Not many would try to juggle 3 wives. How do you even keep their birthdays straight?" Her wit caught him off guard, and the two began exchanging messages regularly. What started as casual banter soon delved into deeper territory. Cody found himself sharing things he rarely discussed with anyone, not even his wives. Robin, in turn, spoke of her struggles as a divorced single mother, trying to find her place in a community that often viewed her as damaged goods. "So, yes," Cody admitted, looking into the camera. "We first connected online. But we didn't plan for it to go beyond that." "I was hesitant," Robin interjected. "I knew who he was, of course. Everyone in our circles knew the Brown family. But I didn't think he'd ever seriously consider someone like me." Their correspondence continued for weeks before Cody mentioned it to Mary. She was my confidant back then, Cody explained. I told her about this amazing woman I'd met online, and Mary, well, let's just say her reaction wasn't what I expected. Mary's initial response had been a mix of skepticism and curiosity. She insisted on meeting Robin before Cody took things further. I needed to see for myself who this woman was. Mary's voice cut through in a recorded clip from a separate interview. I didn't want some random woman swooping in and shaking up our family. The day they met in person was a turning point. Cody and Mary drove to meet Robin at a local diner. Robin, nervous but determined, wore a simple dress and carried a small scrapbook she'd made, filled with photos of her kids and snippets of her life. She brought that scrapbook as if she was interviewing for a job. Cody chuckled, shaking his head. But it worked. It showed me how much she cared about her kids and how serious she was about her life. For Mary, the scrapbook was a gesture she hadn't expected. It wasn't about impressing Cody. Mary said in her clip, it was about showing who she was, and I respected that. The transition from online connection to real-life courtship wasn't without its challenges. Janelle and Christine were blindsided when Cody announced he was considering a fourth wife. The family meetings were tense, filled with pointed questions and barely concealed resentment. Robin's presence was a reminder that their lives could change in ways they couldn't control. I'd be lying if I said it was easy, Robin confessed. Joining this family meant stepping into a storm. But I felt like it was where I was supposed to be. As Cody and Robin recounted these moments, they acknowledged the backlash they faced. Critics accused them of romanticizing their relationship while ignoring the strain it placed on the family. But for Cody, the connection he found with Robin was undeniable. She challenged me, he said, in ways I didn't even know I needed. And he gave me hope, Robin added, not just for a partnership, but for a family that would embrace me and my kids. The segment ended with a moment of introspection. Cody and Robin sat in silence for a beat, letting their words linger. We know not everyone will understand, Cody finally said. But this is our truth, and we're proud of it. Robin reached for his hand, their fingers intertwining. It's not a perfect story, she said, but it's ours. As the screen faded to black, viewers were left with a deeper, more nuanced understanding of a relationship that had forever altered the dynamics of the Brown family. It wasn't just about how they met, but about the choices and risks that had brought them to where they were today.